There is a truth that almost everyone knows, but very few people truly understand. Time is the most precious thing we have, yet it is also the thing we waste the most carelessly. We think we still have a lot of time. We believe tomorrow will always come, and so we procrastinate, we delay, we wait, until one day we look back and realize time has already slipped away forever. In a small town, there lived a young boy named David. David always woke up late. Even though he set his alarm for 6 a.m., he would turn it off and sleep until 10. And when he finally opened his eyes, the first thing he did wasn't preparing for school or doing something meaningful, but grabbing his phone and scrolling through the screen aimlessly. He always told himself, I'll just watch for a few minutes, just a little entertainment, then I'll start studying. But he never realized how fast time was slipping away. After a few swipes, a few TikTok clips, a few YouTube videos, hours had already passed. His homework due that afternoon was still untouched. Many days his parents came into his room and said anxiously, David, please sit down and study. This is your last year of high school. You're about to graduate and take the university entrance exams. But David always had excuses. It's okay. I still have plenty of time. I'll study right after this last video. Tomorrow I'll start working hard, I promise. But that tomorrow never came. And just like that, each day passed by in emptiness, waste, and purposelessness. David's father watched his son with a heavy heart. He knew that if things continued like this, David would lose his entire future. One morning he called David over and said gently, Son, I have something I want to give you. He placed an old pocket watch on the table, shining softly under the morning sunlight. Take this watch to the market and ask people how much they think it's worth. David felt confused, but he agreed. At the market, David asked one person after another. A vegetable seller said, maybe $20. A butcher said, I'll give you 30. A scrap dealer said, $50. That's the highest I can offer. David returned home disappointed. Dad, they said it's only worth $50. His father smiled softly. Now take it to the antique shop at the end of the street. When the antique shop owner saw the watch, he stood up immediately, eyes wide open. Oh my, this is a rare 18th century piece. I'll pay $10,000 for it if you're willing to sell. David froze, shocked. He hurried home and said, trembling, Dad, why did they say $20, but here they offered $10,000? His father looked deep into his eyes and spoke slowly. Because the true value of something depends on where it belongs. If you place your life in the wrong environment, people who don't deserve you will always underestimate you. And if you give your time to meaningless things, you will lose your future. Those words pierced David's heart. Time is life, my son, and once time has passed, it will never return. A tear slid down David's cheek. For the first time, he truly felt the weight of the word time. That night, David didn't unlock his phone like every other night. He sat silently, listening to the sound of the pocket watch. Tick, tick, tick. Each tick felt like a whisper. Every second lost is gone forever. David looked out the window at the first sunrise he had watched in a very long time and whispered to himself, I don't want to waste my life anymore. David created a new schedule for himself, organizing every hour and every goal. The next morning, when the alarm rang at 5 a.m., David got up immediately. He put on his running shoes and stepped outside in the cool early dawn. He ran along the quiet road, breath heavy, heart pounding, sweat falling, like a new version of himself was being born. At school during break time, instead of chatting or scrolling through social media, David used every minute to finish his assignments. His classmates looked at him in surprise. "What happened to you?" David smiled gently. "I finally understand the value of time." Day after day, he improved. His grades rose, teachers praised him, friends respected him. One afternoon, as David was studying, his parents quietly stood at the doorway. They simply watched, silently, their eyes filled with emotion. His father placed a hand on his mother's shoulder and whispered, "Our son has truly grown up." His mother walked over, hugged David tightly from behind, tears streaming down her face. "Thank you, my son." David turned and held them close. In that moment, he felt the real meaning of pride. And from that day on, David knew his life had entered a brand new chapter. You can lose money and earn it back. You can lose opportunities and create new ones. You can fall and rise again. But the time you lose will never return. Don't wait until it's too late to realize that. Start today. You don't need more time. You just need to begin right now.